Basic tuning, paper tuning, and tips for correcting common problems by twisting or untwisting string and cables. Hi, this is Shihan Hussain, your archery coach and director of Who Archery Mission, as well as the director of the Coaches Committee, Archery Association of India. You are in the Level 2 Compound Bow Specialization Workshop of Who Archery Mission and the Archery Association of Tamil Nadu, TAAT. In this section, you will learn about basic tuning, paper tuning, and tips for correcting common problems by twisting of or untwisting strings or cables. Here we will discuss just an introduction to paper tuning. The actual paper tuning information will be discussed and executed in the practical sessions in the venue. We will also teach you several tips to resolve common problems that may be very, very difficult to resolve if you do not know what to do. This is a very, very important section. In fact, the most important section for compound coaches. You must pay extra attention to this section. Take out your notebooks or paper pads. Take out your pens and start noting as you listen to this lecture. This lecture is not going to be there forever on YouTube. So you better listen to it now and right now. Now first, basic tuning. As told earlier, the assembly and setup of a bow and confidence is the first step in the tuning process. This step must be performed in order to learn to shoot with proper form. Once an archer has learned how to execute shots with proper form, paper tuning can resume. Without a proper form, there is no point in doing the paper tuning. Now let's go to paper tuning. The next step in tuning a compound bow is paper tuning. Stand 2 yards or meters away from a frame with paper stretched tightly and stuck across it. Use good form. Hold it properly. Shoot fresh arrows through the paper into a target buttress, which is kept behind. The holes in the paper will then be analyzed to determine adjustment that may be necessary to improve arrow flight. If the arrow mark tears in the paper that are vertical or combination of vertical and horizontal, make adjustments or corrections until the tear is perfect or on only horizontal before making adjustments or corrections for horizontal tear. First for vertical before you make it for horizontal tears. Make only one change or adjustment at a time, so the effects of the change can be properly measured. Ultimately, the arrow will pass through the paper, making a perfect hole with 3 equal end length tears from the fletching. There are many resources available that detail other adjustments and considerations for this type of tuning. Paper tuning should not require a large amount of time or effort. Reasonable results should be achieved in just a few minutes and certainly should not take more than probably an hour. Let me again tell you that paper tuning with detailed practicals will be done at the venue of the workshop when you come there. Now let's check tips for correcting bow cam timing and other common issues that are difficult to solve if you are not aware of the process. We will learn the effects of lengthening and shortening the string or cables. This may be achieved by twisting or untwisting existing string or cables or by replacement with new ones. First, let's talk about the string. What happens when you shorten the string by twisting? What happens when you shorten the compound string by twisting? 1. It shortens the draw length. 2. It decreases draw weight. It becomes easier to draw. Reduces let off slightly. Raises brace height slightly. And 5. Increases tension of string and cable assembly in brace position. Now what happens when we lengthen the string by untwisting? 1. It lengthens the draw length. 2. It increases the draw weight. 3. It increases let off slightly. Lowers brace height slightly. Decreases tension of string and cable assembly in the brace position. It increases the tension of the string. Now let's see the effect of lengthening or shortening the cables to which the cam is attached. There are 2 cables. The cables are referred to as bus cables or power cables or control cables. Now what happens when a cable is shortened by twisting it? What happens? Number 1, it lengthens the draw length. Number 2, it increases draw weight. Number 3, it increases let off slightly. Number 4, it raises brace height slightly. Number 5, it adjusts timing. On a 2-cam bow, shortening one cable will cause the other cam it is attached to roll over slower. That is, the cam will not be drawn back as far. It won't come back as far. Now what happens when a cable is lengthened by untwisting it? Number 1, it shortens draw length. Number 2, it reduces draw weight. Write it down. Number 3, it reduces let off slightly. Number 4, it lowers the brace height slightly. Number 5, it adjusts timing on a 2-cam bow. Lengthening one cable will cause the cam it is attached to roll over further. That is, the cam will be drawn back further. Well, thank you very much. This was probably the most important section. So please write it down. You just learned now today in this section about paper tuning, tips for correcting common problems by twisting or untwisting string and cables. Catch you soon with another session. Let's break up here. This I think is almost over. Just one more lecture. Probably. Since the lecture is loaded with so much information, it's not going to get into your head easily. If it does, you must be truly a brilliant guy, a genius. Let's listen to the lecture over and over again in your headphones. Please, today spend all the time listening and note down the notes because it's not going to be there on YouTube forever. This will truly help you understand what I say. Keep repeating till you are thorough with it. You will be, I think I'll be asking you so many questions on this. Alright, so God bless you. Catch you soon. Bye-bye. This is Who.